feel like you have to slurp when you drink from a can, but that could just be me. I want to put this caffeinated beverage down because I feel rude sipping on that beverage while trying to talk to the camera, trying to talk to you, mate. How are you? You well? Hope you are. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about training around injury. Yeah, you might be thinking, Luke, mate, why is that? It's because I've got a bit of a situation going on this area of my body, far from ideal. Done it yesterday, mate. Yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah. Far from ideal, but I've already trained today. And I had to make a few adjustments to work around this issue of mine. And I thought there's probably a few people suffering from a similar thing. So I thought I'm going to run through today's session, chit chat about the thought process behind structuring it and what I'm going to do moving forward to make sure I get over this little problem as soon as possible. That sounded very formal. This is not a formal channel. I try my best not to sound too nerdy when I talk, but I guess my inner nerd sometimes just comes out, mate. Starts waffling on. What's the lighting like? Hope the lighting's good. I think I figured out how to use this camera now. Decent. But anyway, as always, I'm making this video with very limited time because it is a Thursday. And this upload is meant to be for Thursday. So I'm going to get up to the office now and run through the training session. So you can just follow me up, mate. It's up the stairs, to the right, to the left. See you in a sec. Welcome to the training part of the video. Do you know what scares me? What scares me to my core? Camera gear on low battery. Mic is probably going to die soon, and so is the camera. So let's get into it. As mentioned at the start of the video, this right shoulder, mate, it's not happy, unfortunately. I've done it on a pendulum squat, and now remember why I don't use the pendulum squat. When I'm bracing in it really, really hard and using that bar out in front to push against, I end up tweaking my right shoulder. I used to do it all the time, but it would only last in the session. But it lasted after the session. It was aching like crazy. I woke up this morning and it hurts to bring my arm out in front of me and to the side. So for this reason, this session was changed. This would normally be my upper session, which would consist of a chest fly and some lateral work. Now, the arm hurts to bring across my body in that way, so the fly's out. And as mentioned 2 seconds ago, bring my arm out to the side also causes a lot of discomfort. So there's no way I'm doing lateral work, but I found that push movements don't feel too bad. So I started off with a dip, working through the largest range I possibly could. I was also using this to kind of assess the range I have at the shoulder before I feel any pain, but I've done it pain-free, hence why I proceeded with the session as I did. I then moved into the incline hammer strength presses, my first proper movement, I guess you could say. And when it comes down to this, it felt on the money, no discomfort, and that's why I pushed 2 working sets. When it comes down to working around injury, the key is to find what you can and can't do and avoid what you can't do, but also revisit it over time at a low intensity with low load. Injuries are a funny one. If you completely stop using that kind of joint function or limiting it to the point where you're barely doing it or putting it under any challenge, it will just get weaker over time. So you need to find that fine balance of still working at full capacity in what you can do, and then the movements you can't quite yet perform, just trickle them in now and then, just get comfortable with that movement pattern, then you can build that strength up over time. So progression from here will be putting the lateral work back in, using lighter loads, reps and reserve, putting the fly work back in, using lighter load at reps and reserve. That's the only way I'm going to recover from this as quickly as possible while not just putting the brakes on. So all the movements I've done today, can you hear the dogs barking outside? Hope you can't. Not my dogs. I haven't got dogs. I've got a dog called Dex. He's very well behaved. But noisy bunch there. But as I was saying, when it comes down to this session, all these movements performed here caused no discomfort, and that's why I've done them. If there was any discomfort, I wouldn't be training in this manner. So normally, like I said, a fly would be in here, a lateral raise would be here, but it's not because it causes discomfort. So I took it out. Still had a good session. I think the rest of my training week's going to look like pretty much the legs will stay as is, of course. The upper session will look like this. And then push will just be without the lateral work and fly work. Pull session, that will remain as it is. Like I said, I'll just bring that lateral work in over time, bring that fly work back in over time, and we should be sound. Both of them move nicely. But of course, when it comes down to these injuries, they're super frustrating, but they do happen even when things are dialed in. Like I said, I've done it while bracing. I've also picked up little niggles now and they're like picking up weights and moving them around. I found that actually a lot of people tend to injure themselves than the little things. Like it's not in the set itself, it's moving plates around the gym or even outside the gym. Things can happen. And when they do, it's just important that we do work around them in the smartest way possible so we can actually continue to make progress. But yeah, thought process was just dip, range of other behaviour, incline chest press, see how that felt good. Then moved on to the prime, predominantly load and length and range. Then supinated pull down, fry on the lat, and then of course a back focus row in the form of that hammer strength bit kit. And then this gym 80 row, I'd normally do a DY row, but it's used. And I remember using this in a previous training block. It's actually decent to be fair, mate. But all in all, pretty good session. It's what we like, mate. Injured, but we work around it. And that is sound. Thing is with these like talking through the training videos, see even that, mate, when I reach for the can, I'm feeling it. What's the brightness like? Brightness is good on the camera apparently. Even when like doing these talking videos over training, I get to a point I just feel like, am I going to get a degree in yapology at some point? Because I feel like it's just non-stop talking, even though that was only 4 minutes, 37 seconds. But that will be the video. I know it's very short and sweet. It's my fault, my organisation hasn't been amazing this week. I kind of forgot about the YouTube. Well, I didn't forget about it. I don't forget about it. But I was thinking, oh, schedule video for Thursday. Monday came along, yeah, Thursday. Tuesday came along, yeah, Thursday. Wednesday came along, yeah, Thursday. Thursday came along. I thought, it's Thursday. So I've got to get this video out there. But hopefully it helped you. And when it comes down to any questions that you may have, just drop me a message on Instagram. I'm more than happy to have a good old chit chat. If you're currently working around some injuries and struggling, drop me a message and hopefully we can find a decent solution. But I'm now going to crack on with some coaching work. I've got a new client to set up and welcome to the team, which I'm extremely grateful for. You all know this by now, but if you want to make some serious progress within your own physique development, drop me a message on Instagram. We can jump on a call, have a chit chat, see if the service is suitable for you and your needs, and we get the ball rolling from there. But remember to like, subscribe, comment if you're feeling dangerous, and I will see you in the next one.